What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter, and today we're going to take a topic to the board that a lot of people been asking me to speak on. I guess THF Billa was on an interview and he kind of spoke on a guy by the name of Raheem, so a lot of people wanted me to take that to the board. I actually been studying that case now for about 6 months to kind of come up with a conclusion to it. I actually read the police reports. I talked to a lot of people close to the situation. I done looked at interviews. I done looked at police papers. The police reports was kind of hard to get because you got to understand that he was very young when he ended up losing his life. So it was some things I can get my hands on and some things I couldn't get my hands on. And I had an opportunity to talk with a few people who was close to him. I had a chance to actually interview THF Billa. Actually, in our interview, he hung up the phone on me. I guess I asked him a question he didn't pretty much like. But besides that, I kind of feel like I got a small pulse on this, but it's really not a big conclusion because the killer was caught. So I really can't give you any new news about this, but I will give you my conclusion to it. So I'm going to kind of take THF Raheem to the board today and kind of explain to you a little bit of background. First off, I noticed he was friends with people like Zoo. You know what I'm saying? Billa and a lot more of those other guys. He was affiliated with this crew, THF. I noticed that instantly. Later on in life, these guys started becoming rappers and all kind of shit like that. Started getting linked with people like OTF and Lil Durk and all kind of shit like that. So instantly, I knew he was from a hot neighborhood. His neighborhood had a rap. That wasn't hard for me to figure out. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't hard for me to figure out. But the one thing, I didn't know if he was a rapper. He was like in this rap shit, in a drill culture. So it wasn't as many things for me to see about him or read about him or see on the internet. Because he wasn't on the internet. I didn't really see that. So as I looked, I noticed just these things. And this is all I pretty much heard. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, he ended up losing his life when he was 15, I believe. I don't want to say 14. I believe he was 15 years old when he ended up losing his life. I could be wrong on the number, and I hope I'm not, because I hate to be wrong on shit like this, because this is serious. But he ended up losing his life, and I believe he was only 15 years old. That's all I had on this guy. I didn't have a lot of information to kind of break down a situation like that. But what the police is claiming, and it's the part that confuses me, right? Because, they were in their neighborhood. That's the crazy part about it. They were in their neighborhood. So I'm going to kind of break this down to you because a lot of people don't understand when people be yelling out these blocks. You know what I'm saying? We from Gyro City or we from Tuckerville. They don't really know what blocks these are and exactly what community it is. So we're going to give you a little drill lesson in this, okay? They're saying that, okay, Raheem, my marker's going now. Give me a problem, y'all. I got to get some more markers. Give me a chance now. They're saying that Raheem, okay? They're saying Raheem and a few more people were outside on the block. If I'm not mistaken, they were on the 4400 block. 4400 block South Greenwood. Okay? Now, if you know what that says, that's actually THF territory, okay? So that's THF territory right there. They saying that Raheem and his homies and shit were out there on the block cooling. It was a Saturday. I believe it was 7:30. Okay, on a Saturday. They out there cooling, chilling on the block. You know what I'm saying? Out there cooling. The car passes by. Next thing you know, out the car. You know what I'm saying? Out the fucking car. Next thing you know, Raheem get hit. Shit crazy. They shooting every motherfucking where Raheem get hit. Raheem was killed. Alright? Now, somehow, this is the crazy part. I believe this area is the Kenwood area. Okay? Alright? Now, it's the crazy part. The streets talk, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when somebody young end up losing their life and it's serious and it shit be deadly like that, a motherfucker telling you, man, everybody not with that killing shit. Some people don't want y'all ass in their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Some people like, damn, if he kill people, why the fuck we want him next door to us? So it's some people that think like that. Next thing you know, somebody get to telling and all kind of shit. This guy named Arias, I believe. He was 20 years old, okay? He was charged with Raheem murder. Okay? The more you do your homework, this guy's from a neighborhood. They say that he's affiliated with 051 Young Money. Oh, excuse that pen noise, y'all. I gotta get some more markers. He's affiliated with 051 Young Money. Basically, it looks like it's a war going on between these two sets here. Okay, that's what it looks like, basically. I'm not saying anyone name or anyone who was involved because I can't do that. And I'm not the Instagram police or Facebook police or the YouTube officer. I'm just telling you with the homework and even in the police reports, because I seen this in the police reports, that this was a dispute, you know, in the gangs and shit. Because after Raheem was killed, it was a bunch, and I mean multiple shootings. It was multiple. You know what I'm saying? It was oh my God, y'all. It was multiple shootings that followed, okay? Multiple shootings followed. It was a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, was getting shot after this guy ended up losing his life. Sad situation. It's street shit. So if you ask me, in my opinion, when I break all this shit down, because this is the one thing that's confusing that I'm finna tell you guys, gonna throw it off. If you listen to the interview with Kim Capone and Billy, you would have realized that this guy Raheem, even though he was affiliated with the BDs and Zoo and all these dudes some of their biggest ops were FBG, right? That was some of their biggest ops. This was Duck Cousin they're claiming. They're claiming that Raheem was FBG Duck Cousin. He has a lot of fucking cousins, okay? Now, I don't know if that means it was street cousins. He grew up with him. He knew him for a long time, or it was legitimately his real cousin. You know what I'm saying? But I guess Duck showed up to the funeral of this guy Raheem. You know, I had enough love to come to the funeral of this guy right here. But in my opinion, if you was to ask me, I think I think Raheem was caught in I think me personally, 15 years old, I don't think he's big BD. This back in the day, I don't think he's the toughest going out there. I do think he was involved in shit he shouldn't have been involved in. But in my opinion, I believe Raheem was, I think he was caught. I think he was caught in the crossfire of a gang dispute. I think he was caught in the crossfire of a gang dispute. Now, I'm not saying he wasn't involved in it. I'm not saying he ain't the one motherfucker was aiming at. I ain't saying his ass went out there doing shit to people. I ain't saying that. Don't be in the comments saying I ain't saying that, alright? What I am saying is that when I look at the board and all the work and his age and just me looking at it, I believe, you know, he could have been involved in all that shit too, but I'm just saying I think he was caught in the crossfire of a gang dispute. I don't think they seen it coming. I think a piece of this was caught lacking too. I think a piece of this was caught lacking, you know, and end up getting caught in the crossfire of a gang dispute, in my opinion. But subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter.